Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the AL East, the Royals launched 3 home runs as they beat the O's in Baltimore 8-3. Adam Lind had an unforgettable day with 3 home runs and a total of 8 runs batted in, helping lead the Mariners to the victory over the Indians 12-11. He currently leads the American League in batting average. CC Sabathia got his 3rd win this season as the Yankees down the Angels 5-2. The Astros total 11 hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 2-1. The Chicago Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-2. The New York Mets knocked out Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. In the AL Central, the Boston Red Sox combined for 4 total home runs as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-4. Nate Jones grabbed his 2nd win of the year, helping the White Sox push past the Royals 4-1. The Yankees allowed only 5 hits as they were able to get the walk-off victory against the Tigers 2-1. The Angels snapped their 5-game losing streak as they bested the visiting Indians 8-5. The Stros got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-3. Rob Shearer grabbed 4 hits overall in the contest as the Blue Jays claimed the win over the Orioles 3-2. The Texas Rangers went deep 4 times as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-4. The Atlanta Braves got 11 overall hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-3. Jeremy Hellickson got the W and now has 5 this year, helping Philadelphia dispose of the Nationals 1-0. Tanner Roark twirled 8 solid innings, allowing only 1 earned run, yet still came away with the loss on the mound. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, Cole Calhoun had 3 hits and drove in 3 as the Angels got the win over Minnesota 5-4. Chris Sale twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, leading the White Sox to victory against Detroit 3-0. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. The Royals relief pitcher, number 64, got his 2nd W of the season as the Royals got the victory over the Indians 2-1. Welcome to Inside the Show. It's the wild day that is the trade deadline. In the AL Central, the Twins totaled 11 hits as a team as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox, 4-3. The Indians knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics, 8-3. They now have 5 straight wins. The Houston Astros totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit, 5-3. The Rangers total 11 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals, 5-2. The Toronto Blue Jays grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles, 6-0. The Rays got 11 overall hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees, 6-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox, 5-2. The Philadelphia Phillies combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 1-0. Jonathan Broxton won his 5th game out of the bullpen, helping the Cardinals get by the Marlins 2-1. Jorge De La Rosa pitched his way to his 100th career victory as the Rockies downed the Mets 6-3. Trevor Cahill collected win number 2 on the year, helping lead the Cubs to a win over the Mariners 4-3. The Pittsburgh Pirates dropped 4 home runs in this one as they stomped the Brewers 12-4. The Dodgers combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 1-0. The San Diego Padres had 12 hits as a team as they ran over the Reds 8-2. Danny Espinosa drove in 3, helping lead the Nationals to victory against the Giants 4-2. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a... Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look at the latest from around Major League Baseball. The Los Angeles Dodgers took down the visiting Blue Jays 1-0.
Tuesday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the second of 4 to be Tyler Skaggs. The southpaw out of the Golden State gets the call here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, last year he had an ERA of about 3.5. Very consistent. Really, he kept his ball club in the game every time he took the mound.
First pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to third. Cowart comes up with it. And the throw sails right over the head of Pujols.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer. But then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored in E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. One count, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
On the money.
Left fielder.
Carlos Beltran will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Drilled to the right side. And that's through for a hit.
Yeah, the number 2 and 3 guys come through with back-to-back hits here with 1 out in the first. Now they've got something cooking, and they'll try to stake themselves to an early lead.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Miguel Sano is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And Eric, this Angel Ball Club entering play here tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you're playing catch-up one game into the season, so getting that win in front of the big crowd was a good, positive start to the season. Now they just need to carry that over into game 2.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. With that, a look at Paul Molitor's lineup for the visiting Twins. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
I think you're going to have to try to get on the board early.
We'll jump ahead now to the bottom of inning number 1. CC Sabathia is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, remember last year he had an ERA in the low 3s. Very dependable, very consistent. One of the most reliable pitchers in the game.
Jim Whiteside is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping 1 on the road on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to dwell too much on one loss, and we know how long the road is ahead of them, but sure, they'd like to have that game back, no doubt about it. Nevertheless, all you can do is put it behind you and move on.
Sabathia into his motion, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this will continue on untouched into center field. Just went right past him.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Andrelton Simmons is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Mike Trout will get his first shot now. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Hit out towards second. Bare-handed for one. Back to first, but it's right over his head.
Well, give him some credit here at second base. He stayed right in there, knowing that he was going to take a hard shot. But there's no question that it did influence his throw because it was well off the mark.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he falls behind 0-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Angels strand 1. After 1, no score. Yasmani Grandal will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
We'll move forward now to the bottom of inning number 2. Rene Rivera gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Jed Lowry steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Lowry is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder
Danny Santana, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Trout will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
second baseman number 47 Howie
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in is the second baseman Howie Kendrick. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Jim Whiteside will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really comfortable up there.
Tries to dump this one out to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Andrelton Simmons steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around.
And you know what? You don't need anything special from him right here. You just need to find a way to move a guy up 90 feet. Could be a good time for a sac bunt.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Coming to the plate now, Mike Trout, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Let's analyze this swing on Swing Track. This pitch is away, but you'll see him swing inside the ball to try to pull it. You got to take that the other way.
C.J. Cron is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More from Anaheim. Carlos Beltran is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And taken in out there for the first out. Miguel Sano is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Kenny Vargas comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just
Hi. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. In the AL Central, Hisashi Iwakuma earned the third W of his season, helping lead the Mariners to a win over the Twins, 4-1. The Tigers got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Red Sox on the road, 6-3. Aaron Sanchez turned in a great complete game effort, helping lead the Blue Jays over Kansas City, 5-1. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the AL. The Chicago White Sox amassed 14 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington, 8-6. The Cleveland Indians knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami, 7-5. Will Curtis was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Angels took care of the Orioles, 15-0. The Oakland Athletics got together to allow 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees, 3-1. The Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 3-2. Tanner Scheppers collected win number 2 on the year, leading the Reds past the Braves 4-2. The Mets launched 7 home runs in this one as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 12-6. The Chicago Cubs combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 3-0. The Los Angeles Dodgers sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Cardinals on the road, 8-7. The Giants pounded out 17 hits in this one as they got a road win against Arizona, 14-2. The Washington Nationals pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado, 4-0. The Tampa Bay Rays hit 3 long balls as they made short work of the Padres, 8-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Philadelphia Phillies combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities, 5-1. In other Twins news, catcher Yasmani Grandal has been placed on the team's 15-day disabled list. He is dealing with a pulled calf muscle. Heading into today, the Twins sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, 13 games out. The Phillies sit in last place in the National League East. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Indians got together to allow 4 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-2. At the moment, the Rays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division, 4.5 games back. The Indians are leading the American League Central Division. They have a 3-game cushion. The Red Sox grabbed the 4-game series sweep as they beat the White Sox on the south side 4-1. It was their 7th straight victory. As of today, the White Sox are in last place in the AL Central, 20 games out of first. The Red Sox sit in first place in the American League Eastern Division, 2 games up on second place. The A's totaled 11 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit. The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the St. Louis Cardinals finished off a 2-game sweep as they grabbed the win. Welcome to Inside the Show. It's the wild day that is the trade deadline. Starting in the American League Central, Phil Hughes pitched into the 9th inning with 1 earned run on his line, leading Minnesota past the Royals 5-1. Right now, the Royals sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. They're 15.5 games out of first. The Twins are 4th in the division. They're 18.5 games out of first. Dylan G grabbed win number 6 on the year as the Angels downed the White Sox 3-1. Heading into today, the White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Angels are in first place in the AL West. They have a commanding 7.5 game advantage over second. The Rangers allowed only 5 hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-3. At the moment, the Indians are leading the Central Division. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. The Rangers are in 2nd place in the AL West. They're 7.5 games out of first. The Detroit Tigers put together 10 hits total as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 4-3. As of today, the Mariners sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, 9.5 games behind first. The Tigers sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division, 5 games back. Chase Whitley grabbed his 2nd win of the year as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 2-1. Looking at the standings, the Rays are in 4th place in the AL East, 9.5 games behind first. The Blue Jays are 3rd in the division, 5 games back. The New York Yankees knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox 8-5. Right now, the Yankees sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're 19.5 games out of first. The Red Sox are atop the division, 4 games up. The Orioles launched 3 home runs as they got a win over the Astros in Houston, 8-0. Heading into today, the Astros are in 4th place in the AL West, 13 games out. The Orioles are in 2nd place in the AL East. They trail first by 4 games. The Atlanta Braves total 11 hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 7-3. At the moment, the Braves sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, only a half game back. The Pirates sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, 19 games out of first. Zach Greinke never left the mound until it was over as the Diamondbacks disposed of the Nationals 6-1. He currently has the most complete games pitched in the National League. As of today, the Nationals are atop the National League East Division. They have a small half-game advantage. The Diamondbacks sit in 4th place in the National League West, 5 games back. The New York Mets cracked 16 hits on the day as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 12-1. Looking at the standings, the Phillies are in last place in the NL East. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Mets are second in the division, only a half game back. The Brewers earned the 3-game series sweep as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-4. Right now, the Reds are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Brewers are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cardinals went deep 4 times as they dismantled the A's 9-2. At the moment, the Cardinals are in third place in the NL Central, 20 games out of first. The A's sit in last place in the American League West Division, 17 games out of first. The San Francisco Giants amassed 14 hits in the game as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado, 7-3. As of today, the Rockies are in third place in the NL West, 3 games back. The Giants are second in the division, 1 game out of first. Rich Hill won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter as the Dodgers defeated the Cubs 7-1. It was their 7th win in a row. Heading into today, the Dodgers sit in first place in the National League West Division, 1 game ahead of second. The Cubs are atop the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Marlins sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 6-4. Looking at the standings, the Padres sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Marlins sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. They trail by 8.5 games. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. In the AL Central, Danny Espinosa launched a pair of home runs and drove in 4 along the way as the Twins downed the Tribe 4-3. At the moment, the Twins are in 4th place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Indians